I started something just earlier that I didn't know was a thing until like literally yesterday. Um, I started watching The Walking Dead: Dead City.
Oh, is that on? Is that the Negan what's the name spinoff?
Yes, I didn't know that was gonna be a fucking thing. I had no interest in Walking Dead, and then I saw Negan and Maggie, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why are these two characters? That makes no goddamn fucking sense.
I
Because
heard rumors.
that was the first stated spinoff.
I heard the rumors of that. I did not know it was on.
Yeah, it's on, and it's dumb.
My stupid ass is watching the last season of Fear the Walking Dead.
I jumped
don't.
out, I think, on like
Just
season
stop.
2 or 3 on that. I can't remember.
That's what I should. I'm at this point. I just have to see how they end. Like just like Walking Dead, I have to see how horribly they end this show.
Yeah,
And right
yeah,
now-
you're
right-
in the
Go ahead.
you're in the Walking Dead loop, just like me, where you're sitting there going, why the freak am I watching this? And then you realize you've invested so much time that you have to finish it, even though you hate every second of it.
Yes, indeed. And I know, man, I even called it last year, that last season when you were watching it. You're like, no, it might be pretty good. I was like, she's like, no, the one dude is a bad guy this season. I was like, he's black and he's gay. There's no way by the end of that season he doesn't have a complete turnaround and become one of the good guys again or redeems himself. And I fucking called it within the first, what was that, episode 1 or 2? And episode 10, that's exactly what he does. Fucking called it.
Yeah, I have no context to 90% of what's happened in the show after Negan. I
Yeah.
don't care. Like, I don't care about any of the characters in the show. Like, it's all really dumb. Like, there's like a fucking cowboy marshal that's chasing Negan. And he's
Are
black.
they in
And
New York City?
his name's Pearly. Not
Oh my
yet.
God.
They start off somewhere else.
Oh.
They have to go to New York City because that's where one of old Negan's cronies is, and he's got Maggie's son.
I heard Semper, did you hear the same thing? Isn't like Norman Reedus gonna have a spinoff and it's gonna be in like Paris for some reason?
Why? How?
Yeah, Norman
how,
Reedus is going to get a spinoff too.
how did
I
he
don't
get
know.
to
I don't know how you end up in
Paris?
Paris. There's no boats. I
Yeah.
don't know how you do that.
Dude, there was a pretty funny shot in the show where they're riding a boat up to Manhattan, and just the entire like river is just full of zombie bodies. And so they're all going, but they're just being like pushed aside by the boat. Like, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe
Fear the-
maybe
Oh, I'm sorry.
maybe it's Paris, Texas.
No, I would no, because they're not that clever. They're very literal with their bullshit. Like you can paint by numbers what's gonna go on. Like I knew Negan, if he ever got in a relationship, we would be with a black chick. That happened. Out of nowhere too. There's all of a sudden it's like a 6-month time jump and he's married with a kid on the way. And the chick is fucking hideous. Like I don't understand. That's not even the point. But in Fear the Walking Dead this season is like every stupid trope girl boss bullshit is happening over and over and over. It's so annoying.
That's the new thing, Ken. It's no longer satisfactory to just race swap or gender swap someone. You have to make them ugly, kind of like they did Barry's chick in
Dude,
this movie that
dude,
we're going
we're
to talk
gonna
about
get to
today.
Did she eat the other girl?
That's what it looks like. Dick. Bitch is dick. I guess she does
Dude,
a lot of
I'm-
typing,
I'm-
not really investigating anything.
Oh God, I'm so angry today. I'm so angry today. But we'll get to it.
Yeah. But on the so yeah, I think this is the last season of Fear the Walking Dead, thank God. And the only character I actually like isn't even on the
Yep.
show right now.
Nope. The only character that was halfway decent is gone.
Yeah,
that was
they
his
keep-
last episode, and they have a half a season left.
Dude, like Negan, like is essentially a pussy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they chopped his balls off when they put him in jail, and
They
then
did that in
time
season
jumped.
7, yeah. He's like
I didn't watch that. He should have died at the tree. Why the fuck would Rick
Well,
let that
because he
man live?
can't die at the tree because of the comics. So in the comics, he gets put in jail, and then they need his help with the Whisperers, and so Rick is the one that brings him out to be able to help them fight against the Whisperers. and they go back and forth. It's actually in the graphic novels. It's pretty cool, the back and forth of trust that they have throughout the graphic novels. But then they swapped Rick with Maggie, and it just didn't work. Like Maggie's she's a
Her of
CNN
all
Tuesday.
people should want to kill this guy on sight. No
yeah,
questions.
they kind of hint at that, but then he like saves her kid, saves her a bunch of times, and she keeps hinting that I'm gonna kill you, but you know I need you right now, and it do that for like 5 episodes, and it gets so fucking.
Well, now it's just
annoying.
flat out murder, and now it's just flat out murder, and she's a bitch if she does it because he's been there too long. He's been out of jail and a part of the group too long for her to kill him. Now she just looks like a jackass.
At the beginning of the show, he's not even
now.
part of the group. She's like trying to make some sort of fucking ranch out in the middle of goddamn nowhere, and then her ranch gets overrun by walkers, and so she goes to this bar that's run by the fucking spy chick from goddamn Picard. I'm serious, and she like for some reason that chick tries to kill Maggie. Maggie stabs her with his boot, but then everything's fine after. And
How do you
like,
stab someone with a boot?
she has one of those boot knife thingies. Like you
Oh.
hit your
Knife boot.
heel and the knife comes out. She fucking does all that shit, and then like the woman's just like, "Oh yeah, the guy that clears out walkers for us. Oh, that's Negan, by the way." And you're like, he's just randomly there. Like all this shit was stupid. There was a scene where the fucking marshal comes in and starts like harassing that chick for information again. She was stabbed in the back with a boot knife.
Jesus.
She's just
Christ.
fine. Like it's never addressed.
This show is so bad. How
It
is there
is.
17 of them? And they keep trying to make Maggie a badass, and it's so fucking annoying because this chick just doesn't have it. Like, what they expect you to believe she can do and how tough she is does not come through the screen at all.
The way that whole thing should have ended was if they didn't kill him at the tree, right? He wakes up, he's in jail, he's got a little bandage on his neck where he got his throat slit. And then they just nurse him back to health, and then they stand him for public execution, and they just let Maggie beat him to death with a baseball bat.
Boom. Show over.
Done. Well, that would have been a good, like, at least end to Negan. Like, you can't keep that guy around. That dude's a fucking snake. Like, he will always
Yeah.
poison everything he touches. You gotta remove him like cancer.
Well, they made him a
He
total
learns,
bitch,
sir.
too. Like, you said you just stopped. You said you just stopped watching after Negan. Like, they have like a time jump where he's been in prison for what was that? Like 7 years, Semper, or something like that?
Yeah, 7, 8, 9 years, somewhere around there.
So Maggie goes in there and he's antagonized her. It seems like the old Negan. She opens the fucking cage to like let him come out so she can shoot him, and he just comes out like crawling, all pathetic and shit, like a dog. It was like, well, you just ruined this guy. Well, nobody's gonna be
Yeah.
in fear of this fucking thing ever again.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how that. I'm sure that show's gonna be dog shit, but you know,
Yeah.
might be something fun to cover.
Well, you know what? Yeah. Well, you have that show. You have the Norman Reedus show. Fear of the Walking Dead is
Oh.
it's ending, and there's like I think like a movie with Rick and Michonne.
Let it in.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a movie, and I
Let
think
it in. Let it
no, I
in.
think that Morgan's going to be in the movie, given the his last episode with Fear the Walking Dead.
Jesus.
I like Morgan. I
You know
always
what's
like Morgan.
hilarious though? Like these shows literally are like zombie shows. I don't mean that like in like what they're, you know, content's about. I mean like these shows are like Walking Dead entities. Like,
Yeah, they really are. They don't know they're dead. They're just
Just
wandering around
like,
consuming everything.
yeah.
The shows are actually zombies of the original.
Yeah, the shows themselves are zombies.
It died in like season 4, and it's just been walking around going.
Yeah.
How is this thing still moving?
No, it got bit in season 4 and died somewhere around season 5 completely.
Right? Season 4, it was still hiding the bite under its shirt,
Yeah.
trying to convince everybody it's not dead.
This one's sweating in the corner, not letting anybody know.
Season 5, it starts, sweating bullets and turning green. And then around about halfway through season 5, it just starts craving brains out of nowhere. Every time
It
I
doesn't
watch
have any.
that show,
It's on an endless loop.
dude, it shows like that. Every time I watch them, I feel like literally my brains have been eaten by a zombie afterwards.
And now, like in Shaun of the Dead, they've got it shackled, and they go in every once in a while to sit down and play video games with it.
I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here. Like,
Yeah.
got shackled behind the door of I didn't watch that shit.